The Hooverman of the Week this week is Quint from Jaws versus Owen Grady, Chris Pratt's character from Jurassic World.
So there's a few different ways to look at this, and I'll tell you right away. My initial instinct was like, dude, what's the guy's name from Jaws?
Quint?
Quint in Jaws fighting a shark. Owen Grady works with raptors.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my initial thought. I'm like, that to me it shouldn't even be a contest. Like, if you're able to work with raptors like that, I mean, shark should be nothing. But, and I do agree, but here's the difference, is Owen at Jurassic World has virtually unlimited resources. Top-tier technology, the whole nine. Quint from Jaws, he's got nothing. He's got nothing, brother, and he makes it work.
He's got the shirt on his back. He's got a couple of barrels.
He's got one fishing vessel and some barrels. And so here's what I'll say: in true Who Would Win of the Week fashion, Owen Grady's not going to have access to all these fancy tools. Now, I still do think that as a former military person, he probably has some serious training, but without all his fancy bells and whistles, I don't think he's got that dog in him like Quint does. What's his name?
Yeah, Quint.
Quint.
You know, the thing about Owen is, you got to have, to work with raptors that closely in any capacity, you got to have balls of steel.
Agreed.
But he is taking these, to say they're wild animals is an understatement, right? And he's trying to contain them. And train them. And he does do a pretty good job.
It works.
But, think about the first Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. You can't do that. And Quint understands the nature of predators, the nature of animals.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, but so does Owen. Actually, that's his whole character's thing. Is he doesn't want the army. He's like, you can't militarize these raptors. That's not how it works. He's like, I've been with them since they were babies.
Sure.
Just to get them to kind of respond to me.
But my point is, even
he respects that, but that's his whole thing. Is he respects their power.
But even having them in captivity at all is a huge mistake, and I know that's not his
call. Well, he didn't want to, though.
No.
Exactly, because he didn't want them to be created ever. But that's why he does. He's anti all these genetically modified dinosaurs. He's like, remember, he says they need to run, they need to eat, they need to.
Yeah.
Remember that scene?
Yeah, I might rewatch that movie today. Actually,
later.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
We got to get something like that in there. Oh, God. But the Quint is just a hard man.
Yeah.
He's lived a crazy, crazy life. He, that's a guy who's not afraid of getting his hands dirty, without a doubt.
I did forget that Owen Grady was ex-military of some sort, though.
Well, so was Quint.
Okay.
He was on that, he was in the Navy or whatever, because he's on that ship. And he's one of the only ones that survived.
Yeah. What's he say? What's his,
Friday men go into the water.
Yeah.
Friday men come out of the water. Sharks in the water. Yeah, that's what it's sharks in. Men go into the water. Sharks in the water. Men go into the water. Not a terrible Quint impression, if I do say so myself. Here's the swimming with bow-legged women. Robert Shaw, what a great actor. That's what you were thinking? Here's the swimming with bow-legged women. Men go into the water. Men go out of the water.
Quotes.
Quint definitely, he's got a bit of an ego on him, though.
So 1,100 men went into the water, 360 men come out, and the sharks took the rest, but we delivered the bomb. That was a little too much. That's what he says. That was a little much.
I want to say Indian almost.
No, the guy from Caddyshack. Why can't I?
Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little too much Bill Murray from Caddyshack in there.
Yeah, but
and the army was going to stiff me. I said, hey, how about a little something for the effort?
350 men come out of the water, so I got that going for me. Hey.
On your deathbed, you will receive total enlightenment. So I got that going for me. I don't know what is. Here's this one with bow-legged women.
That he just says that while they're packing up to go on the boat.
Okay. He just rips that off.
Yeah. Well, he starts doing kind of all his shanties and things like that.
I love a good shanty.
But I do want to just say that Quint again, I think especially think of how handsome Chris Pratt is, right? Quint is going to look at this guy and totally underestimate him and be like, this guy's a piece of shit, because that's what he does to Richard Dreyfuss in Jaws. Is he's like, give me your hands like these. You ain't worked a day in your life, in order to tell you today. And that's what he's going to do to Chris Pratt. However, Chris Pratt obviously has worked a day in his life. He's worked with Raptors. He knows the deal. He knows what's going down.
I'm still taking Quint, man.
I can't not
He's
take
hard,
Quint.
man.
I'm just
That guy's
saying.
hard.
I'm just saying.
But
I mean, the shark is eating him, and he's still like stabbing him with the machete.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, that's work ethic. That's a work ethic that built this country.
Yeah.
It's got to be Quint.
Yeah, he's a grinder. Yeah,
we'll lock
All right,
in
I agree with you.
on that
Lock in
one.
Quint. Clean sweep for Quint. Vote on that on Friday on Instagram. Who would win of the week?